10th video on this channel. I filmed at a park. It's 9 minutes long. I uploaded it within hours. And then within 2 days, it's gotten 250 views, 2 subscribers, and get this, over 7 hours of watch time on a 9-minute video. It's my first standout video. Number 10. The fact that it's number 10 is highly, it's just perfect. And it has everything to do with what I was instilled from an old business mentor. I'll get to that in a moment. Hi, my name is Nico. I'm a filmmaker of over 2 decades, and I partner with coaches to make emotionally compelling films of their program, of their clients, and of themselves. It's a completely unique partnership where we produce a prolific amount of cinematic content, yet I never show up to film you. How does that work? Go find out at originstory.media. I was once in a marketing program where we were writing ads for our program. And Uriel came of Healthpreneur, the main coach that we're learning from, instilled in us the importance of just being prolific with our ad copy. He said we should be writing ad after ad after ad after ad because only about 10% tops are going to be winners. Meaning 9 out of 10 of the ads you write are not going to be of any use to you, but you don't know which one is going to hit. So basically, whenever I do anything these days, I just think, don't expect results until I've done it 10 times. Because at that point, maybe one of those 10%, are gonna do well. And sure enough, the first 9 videos on this channel, we're already seeing green flags, and I was seeing momentum, but it was this 10th video that took off way more than any of the others have, and it continues to this day right now. I mean, it's only a few days later, so this is all happening very quickly. So if you're new here, I'm doing a challenge for myself. It's kind of a proof of concept of this whole method, where I'm producing 1 film every day for 65 days. That's about how many we're gonna make in the course of a year. I'm compressing that as quickly as I reasonably can to 1 video a day for 65 days. So I'm on about day 13 right now, I believe. So that 10th video is doing well, but of course, it's the rest of the channel that's already starting to look quite professional, quite established, and everything's starting to work together. I actually have 11 subscribers at this point. I'm approaching about 1,000 views in 12 days. I think I'm at like 850 or something at the moment across all my videos. There's several that have surpassed 100 views. So I'd say things are going pretty well. I'm quite pleased with how things are going. And of course, I'm learning so much by sprinting like this and doing a video a day. I'm learning what hits, what. And in fact, that's what I'd like to share now. A tweak to the method. So for those of you that have been following along since day one, the original idea was that you'd be doing one of these monologues per week, plus a B-roll session that can be as little as 10 minutes long. Now the B-roll session, it's still going to require somebody else, whether it's a family member, a friend, an assistant, even a stranger, is going to be required to film you in that B-roll. And so there is an extra layer there, not to mention the equipment involved. There's a minor amount of equipment. It's a little bit trickier than doing just this monologue. This is quite simple. And so I was thinking that over the course of a week, it's all good. They'll find a time to get 1 little session of B-roll. And over the course of the year, guess what? We have 52 scenes of that B-roll. Well, I'll tell you what, as I'm doing this sprint, I'm learning very quickly that 1, the B-roll is the hard part. Coordinating that, even if I just ask a stranger like that, that's not easy to do. You got to be in the right mood for that. Whereas this I can do really easily. And then plus, you don't actually need that much B-roll. The B-roll is the cinematic kind of sprinkle that we put in these films, and the highlight film and the annual film they're gonna be really important for those. But I don't think we actually need 52 scenes. And so I've been playing with that idea, and even in my own day-to-day, I've been kind of pulling back on doing B-roll every single day. And I'm going, well, what's probably more realistic that I can ask of my clients? And I'm thinking, right now I'm thinking twice a month. So twice a month you would do maybe even a slightly more intentional B-roll shoot where maybe you spend 15 or 20 minutes getting some B-roll at sunset. Maybe you bring some props. You know, in a way, we are sort of kind of staging stuff that is authentic to you, but you know, we're obviously not just filming your day-to-day. We are kind of performing for the camera in a symbolic way that's going to help our clients, our prospects, our audience connect with us on another level than just dry monologue in your office, which is really important. That emotional connection, that's really the heart, that's the core of Origin Story Media, is that we are connecting emotionally to your clients, drawing them in, and then of course having hours and hours of high quality content that they can consume for those that are ready to build that relationship with you. So I've also made it clear how important sunlight is. But because I'm doing these every day, there are days when I miss the sunset. And so I've been doing it after sunset or even at nighttime. And I've already noticed, surprise, that those videos seem to not have the same amount of retention as ones that are going to be a little bit more beautiful. Right now, you know, I'm pushing it here. It's a little bit foggy today. I'm pushing it, but it's still not quite, you know, it hasn't hit sunset quite yet. So let's see how this video does. But point is, it's actually quite important that we shoot at sunset. I'm going to highly recommend that to our clients, because the way that I think of it is you're doing one monologue a week. So not to put a ton of pressure on that monologue, just do it, show up, give it your all. We're going to have 52 of them over the year, so there's not too much pressure on that single one. But one small bit of leverage that we can do is just make it look that much more beautiful. So sunset, or, you know, close to sunset, definitely when the sun is still in the sky. That's what we want. We want our footage to be premium looking. We want it to be attractive and inviting. And of course, you know, I am not obviously the guy that's like, appearance is everything. I'm not that guy. I don't believe that. In fact, as a filmmaker, the equipment and the cinematography, was always secondary to the story and the meaning that we're communicating. And that's exactly what Origin Story Media is about. Yes, I'm helping you achieve premium looking content, but it's only because I know that that little bit of leverage there to help attract you to a client will then allow them to understand who you are, how you can help them, you know, your whole offer, and to see your clients' transformations. Which, by the way, let's talk about that for a second. So yes, the B-roll, you know, maybe we don't need 52 scenes of B-roll of our coach. Maybe 24 would suffice. I think that's probably true. But what I was thinking is, if we're sending a kit to a few clients each year of our client for testimonial video, well, maybe we can even have them get a little bit of B-roll for, you know, just one session of themselves along with their monologue. Imagine the films we're going to be able to create with consistent looking footage, with your best clients who have achieved the biggest transformations be able to describe their transformation story in a way that looks and sounds beautiful, and then have B-roll that is that cinematic, slow motion, emotional B-roll footage with it. And all that is woven into you teaching and inspiring in these long form monologues that you're doing weekly and that we're creating a monthly highlight film of. Do you see how all this is starting to come together? This is the most fun, exciting offer I could possibly imagine, because I get to essentially partner with people to make films of their business, which presumably is doing something really important and meaningful in people's lives. And I get to do all this and create this beautiful stuff without actually having to, you know, travel around and do the filming myself. It's really exciting. for me. So if you're finding this interesting and valuable, go ahead and hit subscribe. I'm sprinkling in videos like this, which is just kind of updating you on what's going on, you know, the lessons I'm learning, the refinements in this process. And I'm also dropping in useful, simple, cinematic technique for the non-filmmaker, essentially, for the coach specifically. And those are the videos that are actually getting the most attention right now, which is great. Those are the genuinely helpful ones. These longer form pieces are for people like yourself who really understand that we have something here that might be of use to you, that this partnership could work. So if you haven't yet seen the video where I go over the 2 basic principles that you must understand in order to get cinematic footage, that'd be right here. Go check it out.